Hello, and welcome back to English Joy.
Hi, everybody. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Hi, everyone. It's so good to see you.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Mia.
So, Mia, what are we going to learn today?
Why you can't speak English and how to fix it.
Stop scrolling for a second. Just listen to me. Let me guess something about you.
You understand English, right? You can read articles, you can watch movies, you can follow YouTube videos in English.
But when it's time to speak, your mind goes completely blank.
You know the words, you know the sentence, you know what you want to say.
But your mouth doesn't move. Nothing comes out.
Your heart starts beating faster, your hands feel a little cold, you feel nervous for no clear reason.
And inside your head, you hear this voice. What if I say it wrong? What if they laugh at me? What if I sound stupid?
So you stay quiet, you smile, you nod.
And later, when you're alone, you say the sentence perfectly in your head.
And you ask yourself one simple question: why can't I speak English?
If this sounds familiar, don't leave. This conversation is for you.
Because this is not another grammar lesson. We're not going to talk about tenses or rules.
This is about fear, the fear that stops you from speaking.
And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why you freeze, why your mind goes blank,
And how to start speaking English without fear, without stress, and without trying to be perfect.
You are not bad at English. You are not stupid.
And you are definitely not alone.
Millions of people around the world feel the same way you do right now.
Different countries, different accents, different cultures.
But the same problem.
And the real reason behind this problem is probably not what you think.
Most people believe one thing. They say, I can't speak English because my grammar's bad.
That sounds logical, but it's not true.
Let me be very clear with you.
You don't struggle with English because of grammar,
You struggle because you're afraid.
afraid of making mistakes,
Afraid of being judged.
afraid of sounding awkward,
Afraid of silence.
afraid of that moment when someone looks at you and waits for you to speak.
Your brain is not broken.
Your brain is doing its job.
It's trying to protect you.
When you try to speak English, your brain thinks you're in danger.
Not physical danger, social danger.
The danger of embarrassment,
The danger of losing face.
the danger of feeling small.
So your brain hits the pause button.
It freezes you.
Not because you don't know English.
But because your brain chooses safety over speaking.
And this is where everything starts to go wrong.
Think about this for a moment. When you learned English in school, how did it feel?
You learned rules first, grammar first, perfect sentences only.
The teacher corrected every small mistake.
Red pen, wrong tense, wrong word, wrong pronunciation.
Little by little, your brain learned one dangerous lesson,
If it's not perfect, don't say it.
and that lesson stayed with you.
But real life English doesn't work like that.
Native speakers don't speak perfect English.
They stop, they restart, they change sentences in the middle.
They say things like, let me think.
They make mistakes every single day.
But they keep talking.
You were trained to be correct.
They were trained to communicate.
And that's the real difference.
Let's talk about what actually happens in your brain.
When you want to say something in English, your brain starts checking everything.
Vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, accent.
Is this word correct? Is the tense right? Do I sound weird?
And while your brain is checking, the moment is gone.
The conversation moves on.
And you stay silent again.
Have you ever said this to yourself? I know this sentence, but I'm not sure.
So you don't say it.
Silence feels safer than making a mistake.
But silence is the real enemy.
Because every time you stay silent, your fear gets stronger.
And your confidence gets weaker.
The truth is simple but painful.
You don't get better at speaking by thinking about speaking,
You get better by speaking,
even badly.
especially badly.
Let me tell you a secret most learners never hear.
Fluency is not about vocabulary size.
Fluency is not about perfect grammar.
Fluency is about flow.
It's about moving forward even when your sentence isn't perfect.
Children speak fluently because they are not afraid. They don't care if the sentence is wrong.
They care about being understood.
Adults struggle because they care too much.
They want to sound smart.
They want to sound correct.
They want to sound like native speakers.
And that pressure kills fluency.
If you want to speak English without fear, something has to change.
And it doesn't start with grammar books.
It starts with your mindset.
Let's change the way you think about speaking English.
Right now, you probably believe one thing.
Speaking means being correct.
But real communication is not about being correct.
It's about being clear enough.
Native speakers don't wait for perfect sentences.
They speak, adjust, and keep going.
So, here's the first rule you need to accept.
Mistakes are not failures.
Mistakes are signs of progress.
If you never make mistakes, you are not practicing enough.
Every confident English speaker you admire was once confused, slow, and wrong.
They didn't become fluent by staying silent.
They became fluent by speaking before they were ready.
Now, let's talk about something very practical.
The speed problem.
Many learners try to build perfect sentences inside their head.
They translate from their language to English, word by word.
That's why speaking feels slow and stressful.
Native speakers don't translate.
They react.
So, here's the second rule.
Speak before you think too much.
Say the first simple sentence that comes to your mind.
You can fix it later.
Correction can wait. Communication cannot.
Simple English is your best friend.
Simple English is strong English.
Native speakers love simple English because it's clear and natural.
You don't need fancy words. You don't need long sentences.
Short, clear, direct.
That's how real English sounds.
Now, let's talk about practice.
Not classroom practice.
Real practice.
You don't need a teacher or a native speaker in front of you.
You can start alone.
Talk to yourself in English.
Describe what you're doing. I'm making coffee. I'm checking my phone. I'm getting ready for work.
It feels strange at first, but it trains your brain to produce English without fear.
Another powerful method is shadowing. Listen to short conversations.
Pause.
Repeat out loud.
Copy the rhythm, not perfection.
This is how confidence is built. Not in silence, but in sound.
Now, let's do something together, right now. No thinking. Just listen and repeat after me.
I'm learning English.
I'm learning English.
I don't need to be perfect.
I don't need to be perfect.
People can understand me.
People can understand me.
I speak English every day.
I speak English every day.
Good. Did you feel that? That small feeling of relief? That's confidence starting to grow.
Confidence doesn't come from knowing more words.
It comes from using the words you already know.
Most learners already know enough English to speak.
They just don't trust themselves.
Let's be honest for a moment.
You don't need perfect English for real life.
You need English that works.
You need English to order food.
You need English to ask for help.
You need English to talk to coworkers.
You need English to make friends.
Native speakers don't expect perfection from you.
They expect effort.
They expect honesty.
They expect communication.
And most of the time, they are patient and supportive.
The pressure you feel mostly comes from yourself.
You are your own biggest critic.
So, let's lower that pressure.
Give yourself permission to sound human.
To pause.
To restart a sentence.
To say, sorry, let me try again.
Native speakers say that all the time.
This is real English, not textbook English.
Real English is messy.
And that's okay.
Every time you speak, even with mistakes,
You are training your brain to stop being afraid.
fear gets smaller.
Confidence gets stronger.
Slowly, naturally.
This is how fluency is built, not overnight, not by magic.
But by brave and perfect practice.